Hey, how you doing? Welcome to another reaction video for today. I'm here to take a look at the trailer for TerrorBytes, the evolution of horror gaming, which sounds awesome. So it's a nice documentary here coming. Shouts to, I believe Trevor was the one that told me about this. So I'm here to take a look at it. John Carpenter's in it. Akira Yamaoka, of course. We just saw him yesterday. What the hell? We just saw him at the Silent Hill transmission. You're everywhere. What the hell? I see Silent Hill 2 in the background. See Five Nights at Freddy's, Doom, Splatterhouse, Amnesia. What else? We got, is that Fatal Frame? Is that Alone in the Dark? I see Alone in the Dark. I see Nemesis creeping his head out. You didn't think I could see that. That's Nemesis, right? Yeah. That's Alone in the Dark right here. Splatterhouse, of course. Here's Fatal Frame right there. Oh, here's Dino Crisis. I spotted Dino Crisis. What else we got? Iron Lung. I assume this is what this is. I see Lung, so I'm gonna assume. I don't think there's any other games. Faith. Is that an old like kind of horror game? No, actually that's newer. Isn't that newer? Isn't there like a newer game called Faith? That's horror. Yeah, the Unholy Trinity. There you go. Which I think they're making a movie based on. I want to say. Anyway, let's just get to it. Let's go. You ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and play. Ah! There was evil door. Oh, they're doing it in Search of Darkness. Oh, yeah, they're the ones that did it in Search of Darkness. Okay.
Alive.
Which I always wanted to watch.
Horror games were like a bonding experience for me and my friends.
It makes you live this trauma.
Hell yes.
The horror lens, dialing it up to 11.
Yeah. Right when he said this trauma, they should have immediately showed Silent Hill 2. Also, Slay the Princess. I still need to finish.
Of course, I always love the Viscera.
Yes, the thing game. That's John Carpenter loves his video games.
Seeing decapitation, seeing heads exploding.
When I first saw it, I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm gonna shit.
Jumped up out of my seat and like slammed the pause button.
I still need to play Dusk.
I think horror in video games kind of goes back to like the beginning of video games.
I'm not gonna lie, when he popped up, I thought that was Jeff Hardy. I was like, Jeff Hardy? Oh.
Of the video game craze hit us in 1983.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty rough for back
then.
Scariest game in the arcades.
Oh, wow,
so
remember?
Will this popularity last is the question. Well, the makers of video games are gambling that it will.
No. Fuck you.
The label survival horror came in '96.
Resident Evil, Biohazard. Oh, that's a scary game.
Yeah.
But then everyone tried to understand
Clock Tower,
what was the precursor.
Alone in the Dark.
Now we were like, we really got to finish this thing. We were scared to death.
Legitimately, half of this documentary should be about Silent Hill.
The publisher had to pull out of the contract, and we were like, okay, what do we do? What do we do?
Was he also the creative director of the last Alone in the Dark? Oh man, this fucking staircase, bro.
A deeply emotional thing to write at the time.
You know, it felt like something that was made by people that are hurting.
Oh, forgot who's the nurse? What's the nurse's name again? This poor woman. She gets treated like shit, man. To the point where she shows up again. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't spoil it. Well, you wouldn't even know. She shows up again in Silent Hill 3, technically. You wouldn't really know unless you read a lot more in it. It's fucked up. I forgot her name now. See, now I feel bad. I want to say it's like Rachel or something like that. Or it's like, I want to say it's like a generic like lady. Lisa. There you go.
Made by people that are hurting.
Because we're gonna get choked up about this.
That was scary.
This is so much more than I realized it was going to be.
We're into this era of digital storytelling.
A good horror game.
The ability to inject some of that reactivity and that.
Silent Hill shattered fucking memories. Underrated. And he wrote it.
Life back.
And directed it. Or maybe he just directed it. I don't know. He had a big hand in it.
What if we break that rule? What happens if we do that?
Video games are causing violence, and like, oh yeah? I'll show you.
Oh yeah, I'll show you fucking violence. Eternal Darkness is underrated. Sorry. Excuse me.
Twisted the nipples of horror games.
Okay.
We're doing something good there.
Talk about identifying what scares gamers the most.
Fistful of boobs.
I'm just like sitting by my friend
I like
going,
that. 5 episodes, 1 killer series. Is this gonna be on Shudder?
Emotional play that you have is a first-person emotional response.
It causes me to feel that thrill or that fear or that light.
It's almost more frightening when you have hope.
Hey, Clementine. Sweetie. Yeah, Deadly. Yo, they're gonna talk about Deadly Premonition. Yes, fucking love Deadly Premonition. One of my favorite games of all time, and which is funny because I've never beat it myself because the game itself, it's not great. It really isn't. Playing the game is really. It's not even scary. That's the thing. Like it has moments where it's like kind of creepy, but then you realize what you're playing. You're like, no, this is goofy as shit. But there's like a lot of tedious stuff, especially if you do like a lot of side quests and stuff, having to like. Because they try to make it very realistic where, like, all these side characters have their own thing they're doing, you know? So it's, like, kind of realistic where, like, if you want to interact with somebody, you have to show up at this time because they're working the rest of the day. You know what I mean? But it just becomes like, oh, you're missing out on things because you're like, oh, I have to do this. Oh, I missed out on this thing. You know what I mean? It's just not a fun game to play if you really want to like get all you can from the game. And the gameplay itself is just not very good. But I love Sweary. The story in Deadly Premonition is fucking amazing. It's one of my favorite stories in video games. It's so weird, but I love it. I really do. Great characters. Francis York Morgan, one of the best video game characters of all time. But playing is not great, personally. I don't think the gameplay itself is a great experience, honestly. Everything else is.
Yeah, okay.
Even the voice acting, I love it.
There, let's push on this.
There's a sweet spot there as he stabs. Let's see what he did there.
I love this. I want to see more of it.
Oh my god, I gotta get out, I gotta stay alive, I gotta get out, I gotta stay alive.
I mean, I think it's pretty simple.
we're going to scare ourselves to death.
Might as well go big or go
I want to
home.
shit my pants.
Make it
Except I don't. That's why I haven't played Silent Hill 2 Remake again.
ridiculous.
I'm okay. Motion. Historical documentary horror games deserve. Cool. Oh, sure, I'll take that. That's the classic PS1 controller also. Oh, cool. I might order this. Maybe I will. Poster, T-shirt, keychain. Because I actually ordered the. I'm pretty sure it's not the same creators, but there's a The Thing documentary coming out. I think it's called The Thing Expanded or something. Which I pre-ordered that, and I got I think pretty much everything here. So I don't know if it's the same people. I don't know if it is. It didn't say anything about The Thing when they were saying whatever, but it might be the same people. I have no idea. Anyway, I might pre-order this actually. That's a good poster too. I like that. April 13th. Okay, so I got a month. All right, cool. There you go. That's it. Nice. I'm looking forward to that. It doesn't seem like something I could probably do a reaction, reaction for. Speaking of, they finally did a fucking, all right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, there you go. That's it. Bye.